Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for another thoroughly procedural by-the-book assault in XCOM The Long War. And yeah, I'm completely full of shit, you're not wrong, and you can't see it, but I am grinning right now because I couldn't even finish that last sentence while keeping a straight face. I'm about as by-the-book as Teddy Bully Roosevelt and Theodore the Bench Marshall, and as we all know, Teddy and the Bench are the biggest good-looking rebel cop duo to hit the scene since McGarrett and Dano, Starsky and Hutch, and, say, Riggs and Murtaugh. They really do play by their own rules, those two, they do. They get results, but they play by their own rules. But that being said, I do have to admit that if I have anything that even approaches a formula for success, last episode was me applying that formula. Thwarting Exalt's efforts to grub change out of the pool on the Fountain Plaza map is about as close as I'm going to get to a slam dunk win, and last episode the team dunked it so hard I'm pretty sure they shattered a backboard. It was a very overwhelming performance from Team XCOM, it really was. Kind of starting to feel a little guilty about the way I've been treating Exalt. Not that guilty, but maybe a little. But all that really probably means is that I'm gonna eat more shit in this episode than Ben Smicker on a skateboard. Only way to find out though, start scanning and see. And if you're curious about the Ben Smicker thing, feel free to Google or YouTube search Ben Smicker, S-M-I-C-K-E-R, and skateboard. Trust me, you'll be glad you did, because that kid ate a lot of shit. Mind shield is finished, that's good. Looking forward to equipping that on some of our scouts. Don't really need it right now, though. Back to scanning. This is delightful. Dr. Shen, you have given me the gift that keeps on giving. Your striving to keep our troopers safe and successful really is inspiring to me personally, except I know for a fact that you have literally no concept of what you're doing. You basically live in a pudding-addled fog where all you care about is who has your next cup of tapioca, and when said tapioca can be inside your belly. And tapioca is delicious, I'll give you that, but, you know, you're riddled with Alzheimer's, Dr. Shen. Just riddled. I'm glad the armor's done, though. And when I say keep our troopers safe, there's air quotes around that word safe. There's no safety in this game.
Contact detected.
Interesting. Alright, so we have a small fighter high over Brazil. What does our intercept team look like? Not bad. Raven Knight, you must be the new guy. So two ways we could come about this. We could send Cowboy up with his spurs that go jingly jangly jingle to bring this guy down. Or we could send Little Puke Shaw. Now, the Pukester has been pretty damn good. This is truly an ironic nickname. His intercepts have been anything other than vomitous. They've been spot on. Or spot free if we're making vomit metaphors. They're basically not vomited upon. I think what we do, though, is let's get Cowboy Upham in the air. We're still trying to pad kill ratios for potential Firestorm pilots, and if by some reason Upham doesn't get the kill by himself and only softens it up, that makes it an easy win for the Pukinator. The Pukester, the Pukinator, Pukarama Ding Dong. It really doesn't work with the word puke. Also, that's the worst pilot nickname of all time. Who put that in the database? Who added puke? They're like, yeah, that's fine, this guy's fucking like a bucket of vomit, he's terrible. Except he's been real good. Alright, well, Upham and his spurs that go jingly jangly jingle did jingle jangle jingle 8-second ride, although he actually only stayed on for 7 seconds, but that's because the bull died out from underneath him, which, as far as cowboying goes, is less effective. Bulls are valuable and expensive. You really don't want to ride them until they're dead. Whatever. Let's send a Sky Ranger. It's a small UFO. We downed a fighter. This mission should not be exceedingly difficult, and we should not really need the best team in the world. What's our engagement zone look like? Settlement. One or more. Is this gonna be... We were just in Fine. We were just in Wisconsin, Brazil, and now we got the thing going where it's recycling all the damn maps again. This irritates the crap out of me. I'm so tired of playing the same maps. There are like a half a dozen small UFO maps, and every time we get one, it's one of two. It's either in the forest, in the riparian one by the river, or it's the Wisconsin farm map. And there's like 8 other ones that we never get. The Exalt thing, last time it was all laundromats, this time it's all fountain plazas. I'm tired of getting the same ones over and over. I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to XCOM 2 and its procedural map generation, so that at least some of this is going to be mitigated a bit. I'm also trying to figure out what officer should lead this mission. With the small building, Sniper makes sense. I don't want to send Mary Shelley or Van Dorn. You know what, let's just have... Do I want to send the D? Yeah, it's fine, let's send the D. Somebody's gonna get the D, and Franklin, the D Roosevelt, is gonna be the delivering the D, because delivering the D is what a good Franklin Roosevelt does. So let's not dick around. Let's get him a dose of the D, little Gauss long rifle, alloy bipod, high capacity mags. Nothing fancy. The D's loaded and ready to go. We could take 2 snipers. Case to be made for taking 2... we could take John Wayne. I kind of like that idea, actually. We also got William Tiger Blake. Of course, William Tiger Blake, not to be confused with rap mogul Tyga, but still. Tiger, Tiger, burning bright. Yeah, let's take the Duke, actually. He's, like, also a killing sniper, is he not? Well, that's actually a reason we shouldn't take him, because he is a killing sniper, and so is Franklin D. Roosevelt. So we should take what is ultimately probably going to be a disabling shot sniper, so that those two are not on the same rotation. We want them off rotation with each other. Broadside, are you a killing sniper? You are a disabling shot sniper. Okay, good. So we'll bring the broadside, General George Custer, although I gotta say, the farm map has not been overly kind to General Custer. He's been on it twice, I think, and both times he got a critical wound. Not exactly that friendly for the general there. Need a gunner. I don't want to take Matahari, really. But I do want a psychic gunner so we can make use of our marks. Or... Marie Antoinette would probably level. Actually, you know what? I do want to take Mata Goodtime Hari. We could get a double-double here with Mata Goodtime Hari. We could get 30 psychic EXP she's going to get. And she needs, what, 130? Yeah, we're going to do this. This is a double-double for Mata Goodtime Hari. It is somewhat wasteful to send her on a small UFO map, but if this waste is what gives her the double-double and lets her get to max rank, I'm totally cool with that. So we're going to go Carapace Armor, Gauss Machine Gun, and we'll swap her up with the Neural Gun Link because she is psychically active and can use it. Let's get her taken care of. We need a scout of some variety. We already have an officer. Mitch Pancakes Hedberg probably doesn't really need to be deployed. Likewise, the Big Bad Wolf probably doesn't need to be on scene. Simone de Beauvoir, we could get some psychic and regular EXP for her, so case to be made. We could use some more scouts, actually. Ava Perone is fatigued. As is... oh, well, Atlas King is actually in for psychic training. That's right, that sexy son of a bitch, Atlas King. You magnificent bastard, you. So we either send Mitch Hedberg or we send Virginia Big Bad Wolf. Neither one of these guys is going to level, so I don't really like sending them out. Some psychic EXP would not be terrible for Big Bad Wolf. Mitch Pancakes Hedberg is actually closer to a regular level, but further from a psychic level. It's either them or Simone de Beauvoir. You know what? Screw it. Let's send de Beauvoir. She's further behind. Let's give her an opportunity to play a little catch-up here. Carapace Armor? No, Aegis Armor for Simone. We want the bonus speed. Simone's got to be fast. Simone, you got to be fast. Little Gauss Rifle, Battle Scanner. She's going to be toting our Shadow device. Locked in. She's going to be shadowy. She slips from the night. A dark goddess ready to bring death upon her foes. Simone, #1 de Beauvoir is Shadow device. Fox this fall, NBC. How it's coming to Fox and NBC, I don't know, but it's like a crossover thing. Just deal with it. Reminds me of Jessica Alba as Dark Angel, by the way. She was so dark, that Dark Angel, and lovely. I'm looking at Assault Troopers and trying to decide which one to take. I think I'm going to take Abraham Hardcore Lincoln on this. And we'll kit old Honest Abe up for capture. Little Aegis Armor for Honest Abe. God, he's fast. He has Sprinter? He does have Sprinter, okay. Little Alloy Cannon, we're just going to go Shredder Ammo, and we will top him off with an Arc Thrower. I'm not going to take 2 Assault Troopers on this one. I think 1 is enough. I don't want to double up on the Assaults. Odds are strong there is an Outsider on this, but the Outsider really will probably be our only capture focus. So we need a Medic. Should we take the Gemini Twins on this one? It's a small UFO, so if we're going to take the Gemini Twins, this is actually sort of the time. Yeah, they're both going to level. If they survive, yeah, let's do it. All right. So Bam Margera is going to be loaded up and ready to go. Let's get a little Carapace Armor on Bam. Let's get him a Gauss Rifle, Motion Tracker, and some med kits. Let's get him taken care of. And then his sister, Tisiphone, the delightfully easy-to-say nickname. I really wish I could change their names. I really wish that the Gemini Twins were customizable. I really do. Castor and Pollock. I mean, shit, Castor Troy could take his fucking face off. He did it in a movie. If you don't believe me, he could actually remove his face. But if he can take his face off, why can't these guys do something similar and similarly useful? Gauss Rifle or Gauss Carbine? Gauss Carbine, I think, for you. Bunch of grenades. Let's get Tisiphone sorted. And that leaves us with one more slot, which is sort of a commander's choice poll. We can take whatever we want on this one. The small UFO, I wouldn't mind taking somebody who's low rank and could use some EXP. Yeah, I'm actually tempted by this. Jules Verne is tempting here. He is tempting. He's been spot on for us. Jules Verne has been real good. Steve McQueen is also tempting. Lady Di, also tempting. Annette Durand is less tempting because I don't have to listen to her shit. Amelia Earhart. We haven't had Gertrude Stein on a mission in 100 years. You know what? Let's take Dick Butkus. I mean, Gertrude Stein. We're gonna get her. That's fine. Let's get Gertrude out there. I like, I like this. Let's get Gertie out there. If we have an unused suit of Aegis armor, somebody needs to be wearing that shit. So we're gonna equip that. Double grenades. It's got Gertrude taken care of. Somebody is not wearing that armor that should be wearing that armor. Simone, you have it. You... What are you wearing? Carapace armor. So, who is supposed to be wearing Aegis armor that is not? Carapace is fine for you guys. And you guys both have Kestrel. Simone has it. I guess, well, let's put it on Tariq then. And you know what? No, never mind. Let's put it on Gertrude Stein. This is gonna make her a true linebacker. Oh, she's actually wearing some already. Oh, well then, let's get it on Tisiphone. We might as well up her foot speed. If we've got the armor, we damn sure better use it. There we go. That's the team. Let's go do this. Now, the important thing to remember here, folks, is that Gertrude Stein is on the mission. And I know that she's built like a brick shithouse, but I would appreciate it if you guys didn't get her shot. Every mission that she has been on, she has gotten shot. Now, she can take it, because again, I mentioned the whole brick shithouse thing. But still, if you could not get her blown up, shot, killed, or somehow injured, we would all appreciate it. We really would. Alice B. Toklas would also very much appreciate it if you kept her lady love safe from harm. Really would. It's just a polite thing to do, guys. So Operation Defiant Chant, and we are in, of course, Wisconsin, Brazil, because every small UFO happens on this farm. What do they grow on this farm that attracts the aliens? Is there some product or particular variety of plant or species that they cultivate here that acts like catnip to the aliens? I mean, is there something that grows in this area that they find particularly attractive? I'm genuinely curious, because it seems like something we should know from a tactical standpoint. We could use that to our advantage. So the good time girl, Abe Lincoln, where is... Bam Margera is going to activate our motion tracker. Bam Margera. He is completely blocked off from going that way. Well, you can't take first move then, can you? So let's have Simone, the Scout de Beauvoir, move to, say, this corner? And peek around? Alright, well, we don't see anything, which is fine. Mighty Good Time Hari, then, I think we'll bring to this corner. And I'm taking a lot of moves here without using my motion tracker, which I did activate, which seems remarkably stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. Teddy, you're going to grapple up to here. No disadvantage to having you on top of this silo. And we'll probably just have you steady your weapon. So even if we do locate the enemies, I don't think we're going to be engaging anybody this turn. We do have our distortion field in full effect here, helping us out. Nothing there. Alright, let's leapfrog over to this full cover. Still nothing. Now, we know there's not nothing in that ship. I mean, there's going to be something in that ship. We know this. So let's have Custer grapple. We're gonna have the high ground for sure. Oh, the aliens have given up the high ground. I'm sorry, Anakin. You know, Obi-Wan has the high ground. You're in the inferior position. You got to give up just because he's standing slightly up a hill. Don't leap at him because he will lightsaber your fucking arms and legs off because he's a ruthless son of a bitch. You don't want to fuck with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know he comes off all grandfatherly and gentle and somewhat supportive and whatnot, but that guy died in the wool, cold-blooded steel, brutal killer. You gotta remember who his master was. I mean, he did serve under Qui-Gon Jinn, who basically told the Jedi Council to go fuck themselves whenever he felt like it. Talking about good-looking rebels that play by their own rules. Qui-Gon Jinn, that guy was the original good-looking rebel Jedi. We got mutons somewhere on this map, which I suppose makes sense, because last time we did this map, it also had mutons on it. Let's throw our battle scanner in, say, here. I'm guessing we're probably gonna see one or more outsiders in here. We would like to capture him, but I'm not sure it's in the cards. Do we have a shot at him? Anybody? No. The answer is no, we don't have a shot. Can we get a shot? Next turn. Maybe.
Copy that.
Well, they're both in, so they should be in range. All right, let's hunker you down. Let's set up this assault the most efficient way we can. The only way we know how, in fact, even though it is just a little bit more than the law will allow. We're just good old boys. We can't help ourselves. We're going to bring Franklin D. Roosevelt down off of his sniper's perch. We're going to have him come over here and steady his weapon. Ideally, we should do the same thing with Custer and just have them both drill in a bunch of... That probably would be the way to do it. Alright, let's do it. It's the smart way to do. We've got these guys come in. One can disable the weapon, or we could just double up and drill them with some precision shots. Tisiphone, I don't really like bringing you up that close. Let's put you here. No, you know what? That might trigger the pod. We cannot have that happen. I want a better fire person there. Not Lincoln, not Tariq. Gertrude Stein. My gunner's already in position, so I guess it will be Lincoln.
On the move.
Lincoln around the corner, yo. Abraham Lincoln, Honest Abe, coming up to do some honest killing. You're probably good where you're at, Tariq, since you're my medic. I don't really need to risk you. Overwatch for you. Gertrude Stein, I wouldn't mind having you a little closer to the action, but again, I also don't want to pop the pod, so let's have you just hang. Gertrude gonna chill. Also, there's the whole Don't Get Gertrude Stein shot initiative that we have working, and I would like to see that pay some dividends. The fact that there are other pods active on the map and that there's at least one muton amongst those pods does decrease the likelihood of us pulling a capture. This is a 100% chance to hit with a 100% chance to critical. Good chance this first guy just dies. Well, there you go. Saw one, splashed one. That's a one-shot kill for the man there. That's what happens when a man comes around. There's a man coming around, taking names. Specifically, he's taking a name of that outsider. Now we're in a bit of a sticky wicket, though. Because we don't really have a good way to deal with this guy. Custer can't see him. Hari can't see him. Lincoln can see him, but he has a terrible shot. Now, we could go forward with Lincoln, which is interesting. But the potential exists for too many other guys. I don't want to trigger another pod. So let's make sure... Let's try and take that off the table with Simone de Beauvoir here. We'll have her whip out a battle scanner. It looks clear. No, it doesn't. There's a whole pod over there. Yeah, okay, so this is not going to work. Abraham Lincoln, I think, then needs to hunker down. He is the only person that can see that guy. This is a squad sight shot. So Overwatch. Overwatch for Tariq. Custer, oh, he could kill. You can see one of the mutons. He could kill one of the mutons. The thing is that's true now, but it's also going to be true next turn as well. So I don't think there's any reason to have him take the shot. Let's have him study his weapon. Tariq, you're on Overwatch. Stein, also Overwatch. If this guy wants to come forward and tango with us... The mutons are standing right on top of our battle scanner because they're taunting us. What are you going to do? He's taking a shot?
I'm alright.
I can't see you. How can you see me? Explain this to me. That guy did not move. If I can't see him, how did he possibly shoot at Matahari? How the fuck does that work? I can't see him. How the hell could he possibly see me? Just makes me so salty. It makes me so salty. He should not be able to shoot at me if I can't shoot at him. Well, if we send Lincoln in, he's absolutely he's gonna pop that pod. It's just gonna happen. What's the roof look like up here? Well, I was gonna see if we could throw a grenade through there, but we absolutely cannot.
Roger that.
I don't expect us to be able to get a grenade in here. Nope. Too far away. We can't take a shot. It's just a bad shot. Can we get Simone de Beauvoir forward to hollow target? If we can get some hollow targeting shots here, we might be able to get enough hits to kill this guy. No, because he is, for whatever fuck reason, utterly goddamned invisible. How did he shoot at Matahari? How did he shoot at her? That makes no fucking sense. This game is so goddamn broken. It pisses me off so much. If I can't see him, he doesn't get it. Fair is fair, game. I mean, seriously, fair is fair. If he can't see me, if I can't shoot at him, he doesn't get to shoot at me. That's not the way this shit works. Roosevelt has a terrible shot. And I still have to take it because he's the only person that can see that guy. He did hit him with an 8 damage critical on a fairly low percentage shot, so I can't complain too much. So it's Overwatch here, and everybody else then, I guess, has to hunker down because he just gets to shoot at us for free. I'm so salty. If he shoots at me again, I'm gonna be unbelievably, supremely fucking pissed off. He's gonna hunker, especially if he hits somebody. If he hits somebody, my Führer may just fly through the fucking roof. You gotta hunker down. I know half cover is full cover, but you still gotta do it. You can at least see the cat. I mean, you could take a terrible no, I would rather have you hunker down. He's gonna heal, I know. I need to know what these mutons, they're just coming right for us. Yeah, okay. So here comes Team Muton to help have fun at the party. Brilliant, that's just what we needed. Tariq with a little Overwatch. Didn't help.
Adjusting aim.
If this guy shoots at me when I didn't get a shoot at him, my Führer will know no bounds. Okay, he moved. He's also gonna kill whoever he has flanked. How was that a flank shot? And once again, Gertrude Stein has been shot. Hunkered down in full cover, hunkered down in half cover, still hit, and somehow flanked by a shot that can't possibly actually be a flank. My saltiness is... it's total. I'm all the salt. I'm totally 100% pure fucking salt at the moment. I am the epitome of salt. I'm real pissed off right now. Real pissed off. Alright, give me the shot here, Franklin D. Roosevelt. I need this to hit. Well, I did say hit, and didn't say kill. I probably should have been more clear, admittedly. I should have specified. That's my bad, really. My bad. So, Gertrude Stein goes back in the hospital. We did get the kill with Simone de Beauvoir. We're gonna be able to do some real nasty shit here with Abraham Lincoln. These guys are not on Overwatch. So, Lincoln's gonna come give these cats a real bad time. You're dead. And whatever one of your friends that's flanked is probably also dead. Never mind, he's impossible to hit. We may have you fall back. Tariq's got nothing. Matahari has a flank shot at something that's so far away she can't actually hit it. This is the only guy she can even see. We'll take the double 46s then. Miss, unsurprising. Probably a follow-up miss.
Enemy is still alive.
Yeah, he's gonna do that when you shoot at him and miss. I mean, that's gonna happen. Custer, 76% on the flanker might generate a kill, but no guarantee. Alright, let's take Tariq forward and do some guaranteed damage with a little grenade here. This is also a fairly reasonable defensive position for her, and it is going to improve subsequent shots. We should have done this before we fired. Never mind, it didn't destroy the cover. So it wouldn't have mattered. Brilliant. Alright. Lovely. No, I'm digging it. It's cool. I'm totally on board with everything that's happening right now. Alright, Saeed, what do you got? You had a terrible shot there and a worse shot. God damn, you're bad at your job, sir. You're bad at your job. As evidenced by the fact that you hit there and still didn't manage to get the kill, this is all the evidence I need to prove that you are terrible at your job. Custer, just take your highest percentage shot and see if you can kill someone. These are all squad sight. Oh, that guy's dead. So at least our snipers are getting shit done for us. We got that working. Now, we could go on Overwatch here, but I'm a little worried about getting flanked with old hardcore. We could run and gun. He's literally the last guy to move, though. We could put him there. That guy will throw a grenade at us. He's probably going to throw a grenade anyway. We can't stay here. These guys will throw grenades at us, destroy our cover, and he'll get shot to pieces. People got to be far enough away that they can't get grenaded or in indestructible cover. Those are the only two options at this point. This is very bad.
Watch the sides.
Yeah, your shot. Well, he missed, surprisingly. Which means this guy will take some kind of unbelievably low percentage shot and hit. He actually missed a unit in full cover. I'm flabbergasted. Frankly, just completely floored. This guy is not gonna miss. It's just, no, he blood called. So Derp AI derps it up. That's fine. Gertrude Stein, are you still panicked? No, you've come out of it. That's, yes, good, I suppose. You're gonna be able to throw a grenade like 9 inches, though.
I'm on the move.
I have a very sneaking suspicion. So I'm gonna get you as close as possible. We're fully committed here. Either this generates kills or we're just gonna scratch Gertrude Stein off. Given the fact that she's a titanic bullet magnet, honestly, I don't think writing Gertrude Stein off is necessarily the worst idea. The only trooper in the XCOM project that panics after hitting the enemy with a grenade. I hit that guy. What do I do? I should probably panic. Yeah, maybe Gertrude might need to work on the old intestinal fortitude a bit there. I'm just saying. That's your only shot, huh? Well, I suppose we'll take it, since only means only. Please don't double whiff on this.
Missed.
Thanks. Just what I needed. Please don't double whiff on this. Immediately results in a double whiff. That's not even going to get a kill. Simone, what do you got? 43, 83. The only person who's going to be able to hit that far away target is Abraham Lincoln. We're going to have to hope for a little better. Alright, well, Simone de Beauvoir actually is in the zone here. Well, we can get hollow targeting on this guy then to make somebody else's job easier. Or Simone de Beauvoir could go on an unrelenting killing spree. I mean, that's the other thing that could happen, and I'm not salty about it. Or change, not salty. Suppression, blood call, and intimidate. Alright, excellent. So, no need to worry about getting close to this guy then. We just walk up, take our close encounter shot, take our freebie. He's dead. Everybody's happy. I don't think this is going to be the end of the mission. There's only be 6 enemies on this map. That seems pretty unlikely. Or there were 7 and I can't count. Also entirely possible. No operatives lost, but once again, Gertrude Stein makes sure to get shot in her brick shithouse physique every single mission. On the plus side, this is the first time Gertrude Stein has not been critically wounded on a mission. I mean, she gets shot in her Dick Butkus face all of the time, every single time. And I'm beginning to understand why she looked the way she did. I mean, her head was kind of flat. And I'm not trying to tear the woman down. She was a marvelous writer and much more talented than I could ever even hope to be. She was sort of a genius in a literary sense, but she looked like Dick Butkus. I mean, just like him. She had kind of a shovel blade for a face, and I'm beginning to know how it got so grizzled and flattened. Because I'm guessing in her younger days, she got punched in the fucking head a lot. Her kill-to-mission ratio was also pretty fucking shameful. On the plus side, the Gemini twins did get promoted, so we can get some field surgeon out of Tariq, which we should have probably had on hand. We should have sent a field surgeon, given the fact that we were deploying Gertrude Stein. It would have been reasonable. It's just Sapper for Tariq. Yeah. Nothing fancy there. The doubled level is nice, and those guys are close to being level 3 as Psychers, which I suppose is something. Gertrude Stein's going back to the hospital. I'm sure Gertrude Stein damaged some of my equipment, because that's the other thing Gertrude Stein seems to be really good at, is breaking shit. Oh, no, for once shit didn't get broken. Well, slap my butt and call me a newborn baby. And I say that not because I'm surprised, but just because that's my fetish. I'm sort of into that. It's kind of my kink. If you would do that, I would appreciate it. I mean, normally I gotta pay for that kind of shit. And I gotta say, the bills for that starting to bankrupt me. It's getting pretty expensive, but I can't help myself. I can't help myself. Anyway, mission done. I'm gonna wrap things up. We should probably, before I do that though, head to the Covert Operations Center and sell my garbage. Panic in Brazil is coming down nicely. I mean, it's still a little higher than I'd like, but it's much lower than it was after we liberated the base. So, head to the gray market. Let's get rid of our trash. This is just the standard garden variety Friday morning taking out the garbage. 60 extra credits for us, and that's gonna be it. So if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. My discourtesy to Gertrude Stein aside, I'd appreciate it. Your support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more of me picking on Gertrude Stein for being kind of homely, you might consider subscribing as well. Although it's more the fact that she gets shot every mission than it's the fact that she's ugly. I have to assume the two are related, though. Maybe the aliens are just terrified of Gertrude Stein's horrific visage and they have to put bullets in it. That's really the only thing I can think of. But if you'd like to see more of that, consider subscribing as well. New episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.